welcome. Very happy to be here. Again, my name is Eric Wolf. Previously served at the U.S. Embassy in China for the past 5 years. 2 years of that in Beijing, and actually the last 3 years in Chengdu, Southwest China. Currently based in Charlotte. Very happy to be here and to talk about navigating the new China. I have a couple of slides I want to share with you today. The first one is really China by the numbers. China is indeed a fascinating country, and I thought it might be good to just go into some of the statistics that a lot of people probably, some are already aware of. Obviously if you pick up any newspaper or journal, what chances are that there's an article there on China. I have a couple of headlines here. First one here is a press release that recently came out from Bloomberg. China supplants the U.S. as the world's largest auto market after its 2009 vehicle sales jumped 46%, ending more than a century of American dominance that began with the Model T Ford. That's quite a headline. Here's another one that just as of about a month or two ago, China is now the largest exporter, edging out Germany. China contributes to over 70% of its total GDP as part of the total integrated Asia supply base. Number one in FDI for 17th year in a row. Amazing statistics in terms of GDP. This is a country that is comprised 48% of GDP is industrial, 40% service, 12% agriculture. And it's a key item that many foreigners are not aware of is the shift that's going on in China's economy. It's very highly industrialized, very mature. This is a country that consumes 40% of the world's coal, 50% of the world's cement, 33% of the world's steel, and 43% of the world's iron ore. These are big numbers. This is a country that builds a 1,200 megawatt power plant every single week and successfully managed to complete the Beijing Olympic Games at a total cost of $42 billion, and that's with a B. These are amazing statistics, but it's important to look at how did China get here? Well, in order to do this, it's important to look at China's longer-term dimensions. China, it's important to note, has been an absolute dominant force on the world stage and has been a leader in GDP for 36 of the last 40 centuries. This is a country that in 1820 comprised over a third of world GDP. And yet, this is also a country that had a huge shift that occurred shortly after that began in the 1840s with the Opium Wars, the colonial period, the Japanese, World War II, and communism. These were not good things for China. And really left this country that by the time that the mid-70s came around, about the time that Chairman Mao died, this country was absolutely impoverished. The succeeding chairman to Chairman Mao, Deng Xiaoping, in 1979 introduced the first rational economic policies that were very instrumental. In fact, we're seeing the effects of them today. Since that time, there has been a 30-plus year process where China's economy has grown more than 9% a year. That's an amazing statistic. I like to ask a lot of people when I meet with them, how many of your investments have achieved 9% growth every single year for 30 straight years? And the answer is not many. And the key takeaway that I hope many of you see is that this is not a steady state phenomenon. For an economy to be growing at this pace, and that China still is catching up to where it should have been all along, if you will. It is this growth will slow at some point. I don't know when. None of us know. I hope it's another 50 years. But at some point, it will start to stabilize.